The office was so still, you could hear the steady tick of the antique clock on the wall. In front of the massive floor-to-ceiling windows stood Victoria Hale, the CEO everyone secretly called the Ice Queen. Her arms were crossed, her tone as sharp as a blade when she snapped, "Peek one more time, and you're fired." The entire floor froze. But her words weren't aimed at her top executives or board members. They were directed at the new assistant Daniel, who stood there clutching a folder nervously. He hadn't been sneaking a look at her slides or confidential papers. His eyes had flicked toward his buzzing phone. What Victoria didn't know was that Daniel wasn't just her assistant. He was also a single dad. And that phone, it was lighting up with urgent messages from the school nurse about his 7-year-old daughter. Instead of stumbling over an apology, Daniel did something that no one expected. He met Victoria's cold glare with calm, steady eyes and said, "I wasn't peeking at your files. I was checking if my daughter is okay. She has asthma, and when the school calls I need to answer. Fire me if you want, but she will always come first." The room went dead silent. Executives kept their eyes down, waiting for Victoria's storm to hit. But nothing came. The glass of water in her hand trembled ever so slightly. Because years ago, Victoria had lived through something painfully familiar. She had lost her little brother to an asthma attack. The reason? Their parents' assistant hadn't been allowed to leave a meeting in time. From that day on, she built walls of ice around her heart. Walls nobody dared to break. Until now, Daniel's words struck something deep inside her. She quickly turned away, hiding the sting in her eyes. Meeting adjourned, she said curtly, confused. Everyone filed out. Later that evening, after his daughter had a minor asthma flu, Daniel rushed to the hospital only to find Victoria waiting in the lobby. Not with her usual frost, but with quiet determination. "I'll drive," she said simply, holding out her keys. The ride was silent, but at the hospital, she stayed. She even brought hot cocoa for Daniel's little girl. For the first time, people saw not the Ice Queen CEO but a woman who had known loss, and who chose compassion over control. From that night on, Victoria began to change. Slowly, piece by piece. She allowed her employees to put family first. She carved out space for humanity in her empire. And Daniel, he no longer feared losing his job. Instead, he gained something unexpected. A boss who respected him and a reminder that even the coldest hearts can thaw when touched by honesty, courage, and love. Because sometimes, one calm reply can change everything. This is HQ, Infinite Stories, where moments like these remind us of what truly matters.